Hi, this is Edith, Educational Technologist at Oregon Tech, and in this video I'm going to go over how to set up Skype for Business for a web-based class. So open your OIT Outlook and then go to Calendar. Click on New Skype Meeting, and you're going to enter your students' names here. Now all your students should have an OIT account, so they should show up in here. You can also do it too and add them this way as well. So if I'm looking for, myself, I'm going to click on that, and then just if you double click it, it'll actually add it to the required field there. You only have to do this once, so that's going to be really useful for you. And then I would go ahead and do the top options first, and then we'll talk about down here. So we can go into meeting options. You can actually have people who wait in the lobby until you show up. So if you don't want anybody in there before you get there, you can actually say that I only want me to be the one to wait. So until you get in, nobody else can get in. Or you can just leave it as anyone can get in, and you can just have them wait until you show up. And then you can also announce when people enter and leave, and that may be useful for, just making sure the students are staying in the class as needed. Choosing presenters. If you choose a presenter, it's just basically who can present their screen. So if you don't want anybody else to be able to present their screen, you can just say only me. I want to be the only person that presents, or you can pick people from your list. Or you can just say everybody. It just doesn't, it's just up to you. So, you can put anyone with no restrictions there as well. If you use these, you will be responsible for unmuting everybody or re-enabling IM. So if you use these, just be aware that you have to do that once you get into the class. What I would recommend at this point is don't check these, just ask your students to please come in and mute themselves as they come in, and just say okay. You can also set this up as a recurrent, so you can change, use your time, and this will give the students a reminder every time that you're supposed to meet. So if they add it to their calendar, so I can do Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and then I'm going to go ahead and go in here and say I started on the 9th, and it's going to end on whatever day that the class is going to be over, and just say okay. And I kind of want to show this to you anyway, so I'm going to say okay. And of course I would put the class name in here, and the meeting times. That way just students know that this is what the class is and when they're supposed to meet. And you can see I have the recurrence right here. The other thing you can do is you can turn off the response options. So if you don't want everybody to, if you don't want to get an email from everybody when you set up this meeting to say that they're going to be there, you can turn that off. You can also, I would recommend turning off all allow new time proposals, because that's when you guys are supposed to be meeting. The other thing that's really nice is you can actually click on here and do meeting notes, and you can actually have everybody shared meeting notes, or you can take notes on your own. One thing about this is that it will open up a notebook page for you. And what's really nice about this, if you add attachments to this meeting, so maybe you want to add, some documents that you're going to be working with, they'll be added in here. But the other nice thing is that all the people who are in the meeting will show up here as well. And so you'll know who showed up for this class or not. So that's, definitely up to you. So these are choices that you can make. This is where you would insert files and such. So just so that you know that you can do that from here as well. The students, when they get this, they're going to get this join the Skype meeting. They probably won't get this right here, the bottom line here. It's very possible it doesn't show up. It doesn't matter. They can still click on this and join through the web. And I'm going to do an accompanying video that you can send to your students on how to join through the web. The phone number will not show up, so just be aware that not everybody has a phone number. So I just want that to be clear, because if you have students who want to call in, it's just not going to happen. They have to join through the web, unless you can get a phone number, somebody with a phone number attached to their Skype account to set up the meeting for you. And if you do that, that person does not have to be involved in the meeting at all. So contact me if you need a phone number for students to call in from, and I can help you set up that meeting. The other thing, let's see, so I'm going to go ahead and send this. So I want you to just kind of see how the recurrence shows up on your calendar. So you can see right here, I have a little circle here. This is just telling me that is recurring for a certain amount of time. So I can actually double click on this and I can view this whole thing if I want to. I can just say, I just want to look at this one. Maybe I cancel class that day. So I can come in here and just say, you know what, I'm just canceling class for today, you know, and then I can click on cancel meeting, and then that will send an email to everybody that the class has been canceled. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and close out of that, and I'm going to go in here and I'm going to show you what the web app looks like. Now, students, when they do this, they can just click on, you know, if they have both of these choices, they can click on either one. For me, I have to click on the web app because I have the client. So I just want you to see what they're going to see as far as the client is concerned. It's essentially the same as what you're seeing on your computer. So you can see in here, okay, so they're going to get this. They're just going to open the Skype web meeting app and then have them enter their name. And then I'm just going to click join. And this is what it would look like. Now, I want you to see what happens when somebody has muted all the attendees. So I get this little notification. My mute is also disabled. I cannot enable my mute. So that's why I want you to be very careful if you're going to use this, okay? So because you will be responsible for turning on and off. And that's why I say probably it's better that you ask the students to mute themselves as they come in. And then here's a chat window. So if you want to do an IM with students, they can do that in here, ask questions through there. You can also see who's attending. So that's another way of viewing that. So that's what the web app looks like. It's essentially the same. And I'm going to do an accompanying video for this so that students know how to open the web app as well. And so that is basically how you will set up a class in Skype for Business and send it off to your students. So if you have any other questions, comments, concerns, please let me know, and I will do my best to answer them for you. You can contact me at edis.warden@oit.edu, extension 51730, and you can always find me on the Skype for Business web app. Thank you.